Stop chewing on that.
Stop chewing on what?
Hey.
Hey.
Stranger Things. 80s synth music. Kids and adults solving mysteries. Demogorgon, psychic powers. A smartphone and earbuds can't handle all that, right? Hit the theme! Salutations, people of Earth. I am Ealan Osborne, and thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel where I talk about movies, audio, and music. But more specifically, because there's too much good stuff to watch right now, I listen to movies and shows as an audio stream on my phone. Still confused? Check this out. But in a nutshell, unlock your phone. Go to a streaming platform like Netflix. Choose what you want to watch. Select the audio settings. Tap on audio description. Lock your phone, which temporarily stops the audio. Then press play from your lock screen and voila! I know what some of you are thinking. Wait, isn't audio description for like blind people? Yes, but this isn't me being insensitive. I know this feature is typically used by the visually impaired, but I'm not visually impaired, so I might miss some aspects of how this audio feature is typically used. Or I might miss some details of a show or a movie that just go in one ear and out the other. So I want this channel to be a kind and friendly community, visually impaired or not, where we can all come together and discuss the movies and TV shows that we love. So thanks for being here. But before we get into the brass tacks of the episode, let's give some love to the sound department of Stranger Things. The supervising sound editor was Craig Hennigan. Some of the projects he's most well known for are Terminator Dark Fate, Alita Battle Angel, Valkyrie, and Tropic Thunder. Now, in Stranger Things particularly, the sound is a huge part of the show. So thank you, Craig, for all your hard work. Much love! Now, let's talk about the experience! Stranger Things was such a smash hit when it first came out.
Right.
We all know this. The characters, the sci-fi elements, the music.
Okay.
80s nostalgia, it had it all. So it speaks volumes, pun intended, that it still holds up, even if you listen to it on just two little tiny earbuds. The funny parts are still funny. The desperation in Joyce's voice when Joyce's voice. The desperation in Joyce's voice when she's on a mission to get Will back. Things that are gross on screen are with even more clarity when listening to it on earbuds. I mean, sure, it's the first season of a show, so it's got some cheesy parts or tropes that you'll find in any other show. But I saw an interview with David Harbour where even he didn't think it was going to be a hit when he was on set on the first season. But speaking of Hopper, when you're just listening to the show, David Harbour is the star, hands down. You can see my audio streaming review of Iron Man here, where I give the same praise to Robert Downey Jr. as I do for David Harbour, because like Robert Downey Jr., David Harbour is able to emote not only with his face, but with his voice. It is incredible. I honestly didn't think that Stranger Things would translate very well to audio streaming because it has a reliance on visual cues, like the portrayal of the Upside Down, or when Eleven uses her powers, that kind of thing. But the way the show is structured from top to bottom, it's no wonder that it was a hit. The story is engaging, the characters are well developed, the cliffhangers make you want to watch the whole season in one sitting, and the music is so beautifully complementary to the story. And speaking of, let's talk about the music. The composers for Stranger Things are Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein. They're a duo out of Austin, Texas, who are a part of the synthwave band called Survive. Currently, their most popular song on Spotify is called AHB. Look, I'm a sucker for when music is its own character within a show or a movie, And Stranger Things is exactly that. It punctuates all the action, it builds tension where it needs to, and it beautifully transitions maybe some dialogue heavy scenes into balls to the wall action. There are some shows and movies, especially nowadays, it seems like it's becoming more of a trend to have music that is just very atonal, or drones, or just beds of sound that go along with the show or the movie. I'm looking at you, Altered Carbon. But choosing to have a couple of dudes score a show that had never done a score before just kind of adds to all the many right decisions that Netflix made and the producers made when creating this show. It still boggles my mind that so many networks passed on this show. Blup! I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty positive that you're thinking about.
On a scale of natural to robot, it sounded like this. Robot.
So yeah, let's take a listen.
The chief tilts his head toward the empty rifle mount. He sets down the ammo box and steps toward it. He reaches out and touches the mount.
I mean, it is kind of robotic, really. She really doesn't deviate much different than that throughout the entire series. This is one of Netflix's earlier shows, at least when they really started to get popular. And they have since hired audio descriptors or audio description talent that are great, that just sound a little bit more natural. So it almost sounds like Siri is dictating what's happening on screen to me. I mean, just like any audio description, your brain gets used to it after, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. It's okay. I only say that though because I was spoiled by listening to Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, because the audio description on that is unbelievable. So check out my review on that. Do I recommend Stranger Things as an audio streaming experience? 100% yes. There are movies and TV shows out there that painstakingly account for all the senses to be engaged. And this is one of those shows. The sound and the performances and the music are all orchestrated in such a way that tells a compelling story no matter how you experience it, whether that be watching it or just listening to it. So there you have it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And if you still haven't tried audio streaming a TV show or a movie, get with the program. And don't forget to always be listening.
I got merch. Link in description. I got Bandcamp. Link in description. I got a Patreon. Link in description. I got Etsy. Link in description. I got a kids book. Link in description. And don't forget, always be listening.